Hello, peeps. As I told you, I didn't go quite through all of this journal, number 29, in my last video. I stopped at the end of May, so I'm going to go ahead and go pick up where we left off and go to the end of it, and I'll show you my new journal, which I'm not sure I'm happy with, but I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to try and power through. I really want to grab a different one and sort of start over, but I don't know. I feel like I'd be kicking myself if I did. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the end of number 29. I put a little bookmark here, which has my current list of stuff I have to pick up today. So I tried to draw a pair of sunglasses. And then I use like the metallic pen. I don't know if you can tell it's metallic to try and make, I don't know, sun streaks or something. I don't know. I'm not really happy with it. But there's the idea that the 1st of June and it just jumped right up to 90 degrees to let you know that summer is all up in your face. Urgh. And it was muggy too. 90 without mugginess isn't so horrible, but muggy 90 is just nasty. Anywho, I don't know, I wrote about bits of June, and like, here you go, here you can read it. I'm gonna go right down to the whole bottom. And you can read it, and if you can't read it that fast, then you can pause it, I guess, and read it. Oh, and I made another tab. I made a tab for June. That was obviously off my to from labels that I had bought at the post office. It's just stuck right on there. It's perfect. And then the back of that, because it stuck out, but there was still sticky stuff on, I just used a scrap of old, what do you call it, scrapbooking paper. So then I had another thing about George Floyd. And then, oh, this was great. We got donuts today as a surprise. And it turned out the donuts were the donuts were like an appeasement from stuff at work yesterday. Yesterday, one of the girls went around with a petition to bring the coffee maker back. Now, I don't drink hot coffee almost ever, so I didn't realize we were missing a coffee maker because I never realized that there was a coffee maker to begin with, quite honestly. So it wasn't a big deal to me, but she was slipping around a petition, and so I signed it to be supportive, as a lot of other non-coffee drinkers also did. And then today, we have these 2 huge boxes of rather large-sized donuts of all different kinds. And it was super cool. And then later on in the day, our floor supervisor told us that she loved the petition, and she appreciates that we want the coffee maker back. And she said she's willing to bring the coffee maker back as long as certain conditions are met, and most of those were related to keeping the area clean and not leaving coffee stirring sticks all over the place and dumping packets of creamer all over, and making messes. So that's why she's like, no, we're not going to have the coffee maker because in the past people just, kept it messy. She's like, if you keep it neat, I can bring it back. I'll even rinse the coffee pot out for you every day. So, but I do have to say that I have not yet seen the coffee maker, so I don't know what's going on now. This was back on, the 3rd, and I am really not sure what's going on, because I've seen some stirring sticks put out, some sugar and creamer packets put out, and some instant coffee packets put out, but no coffee maker. So I don't know what's going on, but I think as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with it. I may report on it, but I mean, I'm not going to fight harder or anything to get it back because I don't drink coffee anyway, so it's not a problem. But I did find these really cute donut, this donut washi. So I thought I had to use that. And then, of course, I painted a donut with sprinkles. That's not the kind of donut I ate, but I thought that would be the easiest one for me to recreate on paper. Another George Floyd thing. And then the 5th of June, oh, I saved this. I don't usually read the horoscopes. I just saved it because it says entries made in your journal will prove valuable when reviewed in the future. This one says tonight, which to me implies that they made entries made that day would be valuable, but I don't think that's true. I think they're valuable all the time when you look back at it. I don't think they're valuable on just one day. I think they're valuable in different ways. So, and then I thought it's funny because it says the stars show the kind of day you'll have, and I had gotten the 5 stars, the dynamic. See, I did not have a dynamic day. Just saying. And I got a postcard from a group I'm in. I had wanted a postcard that talks about a book that the person is reading. Because the front of it isn't, I know that that's a college football symbol, but I can't remember which one. But Kentucky, I think. Anyway, so she did that. And then I was talking about how I listened to my first audiobook, which was Diary of a U-Boat Commander, which the story takes place in between 1915 or 16 and goes through a while during the First World War, so it's pretty interesting. And then I went to my friend's house and we had grilled ham and grilled pineapple, which is my favorite way to have pineapple because I love it warm. To me, warm pineapple is better than room temperature or cold pineapple. I just love it that way. And I made cornbread to bring over and a big head of cauliflower. And we did grilled cauliflower also. That's good. Oh, yeah. And then I got this super, super pretty postcard, just because, postcard from my friend Robin, and I love the art on it. I just absolutely love it. And then apparently, yeah, I wrote some more crap under there. And then I was really interested in this. I want to find some, in fact, I ought to write that on my grocery list. I want to find some pickled fruit that would be tart, but I'm afraid that they're going to try and put cinnamon, nutmeg, or cloves in it, so I have to really read the ingredients since I'm allergic to that stuff. But I'm interested in what I can find for pickled fruits. I don't think I've ever had any of those. And there's another magazine article I liked. And then, my last thing, bed, because I was super tired. Then, the day from hell. This is supposed to be my drawing of a pissed off air conditioner blowing warm air because it's not working anymore. And so I had to call the maintenance people, and they said they can't send someone until the next day. So that night sleeping was really shitty because it ended up getting really hot it got hotter overnight. So having the windows open didn't seem to help much. And all I had was a little 8-inch fan. I did not sleep well. Anyway, I FaceTimed with my friend Lisa, and that's pretty much it. And then June 9th, that was the next day, I ended up staying home from work because my apartment, their policy is if you have a dog, not so much a cat, but if you have a dog, you have to lock it up in the bedroom to if you're not going to be home when the maintenance guys show up. Well, I can't leave the dog locked in a small room by herself for hours not knowing when they're going to show up. Plus, they had to go through the bedroom to get to the outside part of the air conditioner, so I had to stay home. Obviously, I didn't have to lock her up if I was home with her, but anyway, that's why I had to stay home. And it ended up taking all damn day. And so that day, I just wrote, I wrote the minutes, or guess, or whatever you call it. 7:16, 7:44, 8:12. Still, they weren't there. They didn't start till like 8:18, 11:18. I mean, where's it go? 9, 11:18. Oh yeah, I laid down at 11:18, and then next thing I know, the phone went off, and it was the maintenance guy, and he showed up, and he said he had fixed it. And I'm writing it all about this, and I'm so happy that he fixed it, and we had it on. He said it's going to take a couple hours for the AC to catch up to where it should have been, because it's been off, and it's so hot and everything. And it worked, and then he left, and I'm like, seriously, like not 10 minutes after he was gone, it started making the same weird noises it was making before and stopped blowing any air. So I called him again and waited an hour and a half. Then he showed back up and found out that the motor thing was super hot and it's not supposed to be. So he took the whole motor out and took it away, and I didn't see him for like 3 hours. And then he came back and put a new motor in, and it worked. And he watched it run for a little bit to make sure it's going to work, and then we figured success, and then he left. And then my air conditioner still had to catch up because it was still pretty warm. But finally got it fixed, and I wrote all these things, and I had to, of course, to take a shower and everything. Now that I knew he wasn't coming back again, I could, get in the shower and all that. It was just, ugh. I didn't feel like doing anything because I was so hot. Because it wasn't as hot outside as it was in my apartment. And that was shitty. But even like this, like I was getting bored and I was just sitting under the ceiling fan, and it's in the dining room because we only have one. So I had written something about how do African animals deal with the heat. I simply can't imagine. So then I looked it up. And according to what I just read online, besides humans and primates, horses are the only animals that sweat. Then I spent 40 minutes going through my stickers looking to find if I had a horse to put there. And that's either a pony or a baby horse, but I figured it's close enough. So, yeah. But you're like, ah! And then that filled up, because I used 5 pages that day, it filled up my journal. So the back, I had put some recent washi samples I had been receiving over a couple days' time, and Reader's Digest joke, comic joke, whatever. And then the back, I just had some stickers that I just randomly kind of put there, including the one I got in the mail the same day as the air conditioner debacle. So, and that ends journal number 29. I have to say the paper's decent, the size is decent. It didn't get like as bulky as some of mine, but I think that's probably partly because it's not as, not as many pages. So, look, there's Myrtle. She's being good because she's sleeping. She sees me. She heard her name. She knows I'm talking about her. There's rotten kitty. Anyway. Pardon the mess on my table. I'm working on stuff. So this is my new one, and I will explain why I'm not happy with it. I'm okay. I'm just not thrilled. I saw this for sale on Etsy, and I love this movie. This is one of my favorite old movies. I don't think they ever colorized it. I think it's just black and white. But you know what? Actually, I'm not sure about that either. But I love this movie. It's Katharine Hepburn, Humphrey Bogart. And the cover, as you can see, is made from an old VHS box that used to have a copy of the movie. But because the cover is that narrow, it's not wide like this. This is wider, and it's, So you're losing a lot of page space there. But that's the thing I don't like about it, is the pages are a little bit more narrow than what I guess imagined I would have room for. I wanted more writing space. But like I said, I paid for it, and I like it. I don't want to waste it, and I don't want to have to backtrack and redo my pages or anything. I don't know, I just feel bad if I don't use it, you know what I mean? And I thought I would have learned that from the last time I did one this size. Apparently I did not. Or I didn't remember. Or something. Anyway. This did not come with the tape, the packing tape on top. And I did a shitty job on the packing tape because you can see the wrinkles. But I'm going to deal with it. Because it wasn't like preserved in any way. It wasn't, oh man, I could have just coated it with Mod Podge. Crap. I'm a dumbass. It would have looked much better if I just put a coat of Mod Podge on it. It's too late now, because if I take the tape off, the whole thing will be ruined. But anyway, I just wanted to preserve the cover. This is number 30, so I did put my sticker on it. And then I've got just my inside cover where I put 30 again. When I started, I have a cat cartoon. And then I had, it starts with the 10th of June, and I made a tab again for the month. This is something that I got from my dad. It's made in Thailand. So I just took the tag off. Because that was too cute, those little cows. Well, wait, that's one of those is a sheep, I guess. Maybe it's supposed to be a cow, a sheep, a horse, 2 horses, I'm not sure. Anyway, and I saved the picture from my new earbuds I had to purchase, since Myrtle was kind enough, in her feline way, to destroy my pair of earbuds. On my old pair, what she did was she should do this with a pointy thing. She put her tooth right through the on-off switch and destroyed the entire thing. Went all the way through the thing. So mad. So I had to buy new ones, and I colored the picture in because I was bored. And then I kept writing. I watched the movie called The Zodiac, which has Robert Downey Jr., Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark Ruffalo, and, oh my God, what's that guy's? Anthony Edwards? Yeah. But it was, I can't remember what year it was made, but it was about the Zodiac killer who started killing people in 1969. And I was just amazed. I wasn't amazed at Jake Gyllenhaal because he was young at the time anyway, but all the other guys, including Mark Ruffalo, had a lot more hair than they do now. And Mark Ruffalo's hair was wavy and so freaking thick, and he had these mutton chops going down the side of his face. Almost didn't recognize him. And then June 11th, and then I write about how I don't like the lack of journal space. I did draw this little plant, and I put some little paint dots. These aren't actually shiny, it's just the way the camera's picking them up. It's just flat gray paint, light gray. And my second audiobook was Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I had never read that when I was younger, but I listened to that at work, and I don't know if it's freaking me out a little bit, but it's sort of haunting me. And I did it currently for that day and just slapped some washi around it because, you know, why not? And then yesterday I did this painting of a woman wearing a black pearl necklace, and that's not supposed to be her dress, but I look at it and it sort of looks like a very low-cut dress. I was going to have it like she's standing behind curtains, But I don't know. It's just, I'm not a painter. I don't know what I'm doing. But I did decide I was going to paint the whole thing only using one brush. So I didn't use any other brush tips or anything. I tried to do a painting all with one kind of brush, which I did because even the little pearls, I used the end of the brush, just to make some dots. But everything else, it's just all one brush, and I don't know. The eyebrows that melt into eyelashes is really weird. But then again, I think the whole thing's weird, so whatever. I just made a thing. And that's it. I don't have anything on the inside back page yet. I have quite a few pages to go, so this might get me. Well, I'm pretty sure that this will get me at least into the middle of July. It depends how many pages, honestly, that I use per day. If I have a lot to say one day, I'd fill up several pages because I can't fit so much on a page. So, and of course my writing's gonna be wonky because there's no lines, but I don't care. That's not too bad. I mean, I know that it goes like up a little, but that was pretty good, fairly straight. I don't know. But like I said, I don't want to waste it. And I will use a larger sized one next time. But right now I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I guess that's all I got to say about more or less anything. I think I really should, though, add, what was I going to buy again? Pepsi, Dirt, protein drinks, Cheery card, oh dear. There's something I thought of that I needed to pick up, right? And then I said I should put on my list, and now I can't remember what it is. That's the way my life works. Oh well. So, yeah. So, we're all caught up with my journals, and I guess I will speak to you folks later. Myrtle says, well, Myrtle wouldn't say anything because she's just not, she's a cat, so. But I'm sure Janice would say goodbye. Bye, Janice. But she's snoozing because she's a little old grandma dog and she's tired. So, I'm going to go so I can take a shower and all the boring stuff that people do on a Saturday when they have no plans. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.